topic we'll be talking about Etika Missing something. Yeah, Etika Missing. YouTube CEO teaming up with the UMG.
Etika potatoes. No.
Bad news bears there, everybody, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yep. So, yeah, let's do. So
let's start this off. I want to give Macro the platform for just a little bit so he can kind of reach out to some people, because I know some people they stayed with me, but they left him, and now that now they can see that Macro's at least go ahead, Macro. You know what to do.
Yeah, man, take the spotlight, homie.
Did my webcam shut off for a minute?
Yeah, it did a little bit.
It did.
Oh well.
No
I can fix it. No problem.
Yeah, no
there we go. So yeah, I was gone for a while. I was busy with work all the time. I didn't really have time to do anything, and really sucks the fact that I work third shift now, which meaning I can stay up all day, make videos, go to sleep for a few hours, and then go to work. And I do this stuff over and over again. Yeah, I've been active on Twitter for a while, and sorry, I'm eating a burrito. I'm hungry.
No problem.
All right. Yeah, I was gone. It really sucked the fact that I really was gone, and people were just like, "Dude, come back." And I was like, "I'm too tired, dude. I can't do nothing." Excuse me, I burped. It's really hard because I'm not used to being back on a camera again because I've been gone for so long. My last legitimate reaction I did was 2 years ago, which was Mario's hat. That's a long time ago.
Has it really been that long?
For like 2 years.
My last legitimate reaction, edited and everything, was Mario's magic hat.
Wow. So we've known each other for what, three and some years then?
2017. My shout out was around July, and I started blasting off in June or August. And then me and Nidge started talking a lot. Then me and Luke started talking a lot. And me and 8 Houser started playing Roblox a lot, along with Boozled. And I don't know where Boozled or 8 Houser is at. Me and 8 Houser's been talking for a minute.
I was with the Roblox moments too. Boozled has been just playing this pop-up pizzeria, and he's playing like Roblox Battle Royale and hitting school.
His Asian ass needs to get back on reactions. What's that kid?
Maybe he's changing. Who knows? So I can't speak for him. But hey, are you joining us, Shorty?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man. If you can't come by, I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man, you're fine. Pretty much, long story short, it's a lot to talk about. I was talking about on my podcast of why I was gone. I have a few topics to talk about. I'm going to save it from my podcast, and I'm going to invite a few people of my own. Like if I wanted to invite you or Nidge or Johnny Boy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Me and Sir Repoid thought about talking.
That's right, guys. My first time meeting Macro.
Yes,
alive.
It is his first time, and he's been a fan for 2 years, and that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
It feels good to be back. It really does. It feels like I'm alive again. It feels like it feels like a whole new world. Copyright strike.
Right? That's coming up soon, guys. That conversation with UMG. Keep that in mind. What he just said.
Yeah, right on.
It feels like I'm back to being old 2017 Macro again, and that's exactly what I wanted from before. Was to get back to that shape, and I am back in that shape, and I'm making this computer right here. This computer is so much better because the computer I had before took freaking a grand total of 8 hours to render and upload. This takes 45 minutes.
God dang!
Wow,
8 hours.
I make sure this thing has a lot of RAM and a lot of CPU and a lot of and a good graphics card.
Right on.
And it works very well, and I love it. It's a potato. A good potato, too. It's a hash brown from McDonald's.
Idaho potato.
Ooh.
Nice.
But yeah. What is there to talk about more? Been through a lot of shit, of course. I've been seeing my Instagram a few times.
Just been checking on him because he's been a little up down. So I just wanted to give him that love support.
Yeah, I've been in the dark for a while because I was so discouraged. I didn't know what to do most of the time. I was like, damn it, I want to get back on YouTube. I don't have the equipment or the money. But now since I have the money, I'm back on here. But now the problem is I'm trying to find a freaking partnership. And
dude, don't worry.
I know AdSense. But the thing is, with the pin, we had to send my pin. And I sent it to the wrong address. And I don't know how to reset it to my address. Ooh. That's the problem. Oof. Yeah, that is an oof. So now I gotta wait 2 to 4 weeks to resend it, and I'm just like, God damn it! I don't want to wait 2 to 4 weeks. I'm doing this. You and your soundboards, okay?
He's been abusing the hell out of this since you got it.
That's nothing wrong with that. It's like the male version of iCarly, Niji.
Oh, that show was awesome, by the way.
I was going to say a different word, but that would be offensive onto this podcast.
Right on.
Because Ninja's black. Man.
Yeah. I'm only half black, so nig.
half black, half the privilege.
So, yeah. That's why I usually say Nia. I'm like, sup, Nia? It's like I just take the G's out of it. What's up, Nia?
What's up, mixed privileges? What's up?
What's up, Ninja?
But yes, everybody, we could definitely jump to the main topic here. Talk about Etika. For those of you that don't know who he is a cat that was pretty popular on the whole everything, and unfortunately he got whacked with everything and lost his channel. So, he got striked and demonetized over crap, and right now, recently, he made another video, like, farewell, cruel world type of stuff, and he hasn't been found since. I even got the New York PD, even on Twitter, asking if anyone's got any information, and me personally, I'm upset because YouTube deleted his video and gave him a community guideline strike. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. One, whether it violated their terms or not, you're dealing with someone that's really down because of his demonetization. Like, you guys did this to him, really. And someone could say, oh, well, he did it to himself. It's like, well, he's black.
No.
If he wants to say the N-word, he can say the fucking N-word.
Exactly.
Like, that's literally how he got in trouble, was because of the N-words. And he's got the kid in play fro, the box fro going on. I mean, the dude is black. I mean, if you can't tell, I don't even got to finish the damn sentence. My point is you take away a person's resources or money, you take away their sanity. Just like if you take someone's children away, it's the same concept. And that's security. And he slowly fell down a spiral. And now he's basically saying goodbye. And what do? You give him a strike. That makes him even more now spiral. You know what I mean? Like, and it's
like making it feel worse.
It's like you're kicking him when he's down already. You're more like you're kicking him off the. In my opinion, if he does follow through with it, this sounds pretty bold. I would blame YouTube for giving him that. It would be their fault because you're messing with him worse. You're kicking him while he's down.
The thing is, when Etika said the N-word, was it a ER or A?
I believe he did go hard R. So I never say that.
Yeah.
I stick with the GA. I don't like the hard R.
But the thing is,
okay, go. You go ahead, man.
Oh, sorry, that was my fault.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
The thing is, there are so many other YouTubers like PewDiePie, Keemstar, and everyone else who said the hard R, and they never got punished one bit. But all of a sudden, Etika gets punished because he said the hard R, and it's like that doesn't make sense. Like, why hit him but not everyone else that said that?
Is that a cat
initially
on your bed all the way to the left there, Macro?
That's what I was saying too.
Yes.
nice subject change.
No,
that's a nice segue.
Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was what Nick was saying. If he does go through it, which I pray to God he doesn't. Like, I would blame YouTube too. I wouldn't be surprised if his family members would sue YouTube because, like, okay, he's making a video like instead of being like, hey, go seek help or whatever, you just cut the whole thing. It's just like. So like he said, you're making this shit worse. So I wouldn't be surprised if his family was like, we're gonna sue you because you pretty much did this to him. You're taking away, the thing that makes him happy, and and it's always, when someone talks like.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry about that.
Wow.
When someone. It's like when someone feels a certain way, when people actually post YouTube videos, say, "Oh, I feel depressed and down," that should be like, okay, we need to help this person, give them a helpline or do whatever, share it to the audience, be like, hey, this person needs our help, let's help them out, let's make it feel good, and say you just cut them out. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if his family were to sue YouTube and the whole thing got shut down. And like what Macro said about, other YouTubers that said like the dark word or whatever, and he got in trouble for saying that. That's almost like he's being targeted. That's almost segregation or something like that. Because
yeah, I mean, there might be more to the story, and I'm sure someone in the audience
of course,
add more to the context. But I do remember he got in trouble for hard R-ing on Twitter or something, or Twitch, and then he kind of got pissed off. First, I think he got a strike, or in trouble, and lost his live streaming privileges. It's been a while. Like, I remember this cat because I've been following him a little bit ish. My nephew likes him. So I would only, and my nephew doesn't come around as more, but when he was, that's kind of how I know of his existence. And with that being said, it's just to me, he got upset, so he said that, and then on top of that, he keeps getting punished, for the first, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, if someone came up to you and slapped you in the face, and then you got mad because the person drove off in a car, and you're walking down the street swearing. And then all of a sudden, a cop happens to drive by and goes, "Oh, well, look at you being, it's you're the." It's like, no, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he's not, he's mad at the situation, but instead these companies are just taking stabs. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if I could
go ahead.
No, I just want to add one quick thing. I'm just kind of digressing a little bit, and I apologize. But that's actually kind of the thing where I live, where someone actually told me a story about if you curse like towards the ocean front where I live, you can't get in trouble for that. So that kind of like segues to what you were saying before, because when I first heard of that, I'm just like, wait, you can really get in trouble just for saying a swear word like near the beach? I'm like, I say the swear word on the beach all the time. I don't scream it every now and then. I just say like, hey, fuck it, and I just walk off. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I say. And there's a cop around. The cops don't say shit, so naturally I wouldn't think anything of it. But I was told several times by several people that has happened. I don't know if this was back then. He never elaborated if this was back then or now. But if it is now, then it kind of fits into what you were saying, basically. Like,
he just needed to vent somewhere. And the problem is everywhere that he goes to heal himself internally, he got rejected. And then it just goes to a spiral. It's like I said, if you get bullied at school, it's just random or upset, then you go home and your brother or your mother or your father, you go to them only for them to turn around and punishing you for just letting it out. It's that thing. And that's the part that bothers me. And I'm not saying the man's a perfect being, okay? I know he's said and done some shiza, okay? So with that being said, he just it's hard to bounce back when you're down already. And then when you rip a person like that apart limb from limb, the only thing they got left is their brain, and that you lose it, like your humanity, and he lost it. Like, you can tell he literally got turned into this just from everyone else's actions.
It's pretty much like a zombie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and the thing is to be fair, he put a video out. In a sense, he was crying for help, because if he made that video, clearly, either he's just, I'm going to do it no matter what, or at least we had evidence or clues to find him. There could have been something in the footage, like the background where he was recording. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven right there. Oh, he's on this. He's probably staying in this hotel. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could pay cash, easily, and slip by some things, to hotel, whatever, But my point is there could have been clues in that video. No one's gonna know it. Maybe the police have the footage to watch. I don't know.
That's what. And that's
no, I'm sorry. Like, they just really, in my opinion, they handled it the wrong way. They need to get his ass to some damn help. Maybe
Absolutely.
He's just a cat that when he gets hood out, he starts going dark. Maybe he's borderline personality disorder. I don't know. I don't know him. I'm not a doctor to diagnose. But based kind of a little bit on the way I see him act, if I had to label him or stereotype him, I would probably say, and someone in the chat probably knows. If you guys watched it more, like, does he get wasted and act different? Like, you could tell. Like, there's, and that's the case. And it's like, okay, then he's probably like BPD or something.
So I just recently started following Keemstar, and apparently a couple of days ago he gave Etika apparently gave a big chunk of money to someone online just a couple of days ago, and just recently, Keemstar a couple of days ago, he reported some of his gaming stuff missing from the apartment. So hopefully he isn't hurt at all. He's probably just lying low somewhere.
That's what I'm kind of thinking as well. Like, that's what I'm hoping, that he is lying low, getting himself back together, composing himself, because he did something like that back in the day where he posted something on Twitter that he was going to kill himself, and he was eventually found, like, a couple of days later or weeks later. So I'm hoping this is another case, but, you can continue elaborating. I'm sorry.
And I just want to, real quick, I guess we could end it unless someone has other opinions, but the only thing I want to add quick for my ending is that I know a lot of people will discredit, like, oh, someone always keeps saying it, they keep saying it. And then the old saying goes, callers never jump, jumpers never call. A suicide quote. You see what I'm saying? Like a bridge scenario?
Yeah.
That's like an old saying. They're like, oh, truly people, yeah. No, that's not true. When that happens, they literally are thinking about it. There's times when, sure, they won't. And here's the thing. There is going to be some that'll never go through it, and there's going to be some that do. The crappy part is you don't know who is and who's what. So
it's like sometimes, I'm sorry to cut you off, I'm sorry. But it's sometimes like they leave those type of signs that people just blatantly ignore, unless you're one of those people where, you've had that type of experience before, and you can kind of identify if someone's either contemplating or, thinking about doing it. Because, one thing to think about it is another thing, because people think about it all the time. Sometimes they don't do it. I'm not going to lie, past experiences, because I've been bullied relentlessly in high school, and I did think about it, but I did stop myself because that's not what I want. That's not what my family would want. And I just had to learn to be strong myself. So that's just a quick example. But in his case, like I said, I don't know him either. Like, I never really watched his videos. So going by what Nit said, yeah, it could potentially be personality disorder, or if he gets hung out or whatever. So, and if Macro says it's true, maybe hopefully that he is laying low, composing himself, because statistically he did do that before when he posted that suicide note on Twitter several years back, and he's okay. So all I can say is I hope that this is another thing where he's laying low, composing himself, and he's not going to go through with that, because I would never want to see that, and I would never wish that on anybody.
So I just found the recently deleted Etika's suicide video, or the I'm sorry video, and this man sounds broken as shit. Like, he sounds brain dead right now. He's destroyed.
Does he sound sober or not?
By the tone of his voice, he sounds just sober.
Okay.
He just looks like a zombie.
You cats out there that struggle with shit, you can actually talk to me personally. Like, I'm here for you. I'm not like going to be like your counselor or any shit like that. But I'm just letting y'all know. Like, I struggle with shit too. And I'm not as perfect and happy and goofy as you guys always see me in the videos.
Yeah. Grabbing him by the balls and stuff, like, it's just squeezing him for no reason. It's like, dude, leave the guy alone. But
that's the problem is they're considered a private business, and they can literally just turn the switch on or off at any moment. And that's what makes even us nervous. It's like working for an employer that literally sees you as a liability more than a profit or an asset. You know that saying, right? There's assets and liabilities in company. And to YouTube, the users now, because they built their platform. At first, all content creators were assets because they got traffic. Now that they finally got, like, even if we just kick Ninja off, it'll live, right? Even if they got rid of Logan Paul, the company would still live. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's to that point now where they don't need us anymore. And I feel like they're almost going to go mainstream. Maybe I'm going conspiracy theory, but I almost feel like they're going to turn into the new Comcast cable or the new, competitor. They're going to buy out everybody because that's how corporations work. CEO of YouTube has made this proud announcement. He's like frozen shit. Made this announcement that we're working with UMG. Announcement. She teamed up with, I forgot the initials, UEM UMG, Universe Music Group or something. They're very notorious for claiming tons of music. So for instance, remember how I told you, Ivan, if you sing the Happy Birthday song, right now, if we go Happy Birthday, if we did that and even if you hummed it, that's the type of company they would claim it. Your whole video, you could make a 4-hour video live stream and just hum that randomly, because somebody in the comments, they would, tip you $5, like, it's my birthday today. So then, of course, being an entertainer, right? You just go, you do the cliche shit. And that right there could get your whole video claimed. That's the type of company that they are. They've done this a lot. And Susan's like, yeah, we're proud of working with them, and we're going to be working on all music. So right away, everyone's like,
wow,
here comes the censorship / claiming ship is probably the best word for a lot of these videos now.
It's like
they would claim it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
or
if you burp, you know what I mean?
They fought the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can claim that too. You're singing it in a different instrument. Technically, that's what it is. Well, it's a vocal. True. It's an acapella.
Oh no.
Also, a quick thing. Yeah, that's going to if that's true, then YouTube's kind of digging itself a hole, because if it's gonna start demonetizing even the smallest thing like a Happy Birthday song, people are just gonna go away. YouTube's gonna cease to exist. It's like it's on a death watch or some shit like that, like a death clock or whatever. You know what I mean, right? It's gonna go so bad. If the company is as bad as you say you are, it's gonna start dipping down. Yeah, exactly, Macro. Yeah, it's gonna start tilting down in this fucking sink. but yeah. I just want to say that. But you continue, man.
So in a nutshell, though, there's just a lot of backlash going on. H3 jumped on board. They let it be known.
Oh shit!
They're not happy about it, and of course, they have a huge following to get cats and all of us. Like, hey, what's the word? They got our attention. So right now, I don't know exactly how Susan's gonna bounce out of this. Of course, runs the damn show. So there's that. And
Beware.
And I understand that she's in a very tight spot, because how I've seen it now is I don't think she really is as evil as we paint her out to be. And I know this sounds weird now that I'm defending her. I feel that whenever I feel like personally she's getting bullied by bigger entities, or whatever word I'm thinking. So, for instance, like, remember the Vox apocalypse that happened last week? Remember that guy that got mad because the other guy debunked his argument? Like, it was like, dude, you're calling someone a white supremacist with no proof. That's defamation, slander, and libel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm gay. He's making fun of me. Yet your handle on Twitter is @gaywonk. So he addresses you as @gay. Okay, gay. @gay.
Gay.
It is what it is. And also, he says queer. He's queer in his profile, so he says that he addresses them. It's like, well, so it's almost like black people. Like, only we can say the N-word, but you can't. Now,
it's like Brendan Rodgers. I'm gay.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Now it's like only we can say queer and gay. You can't. It's almost like that. That's now. Like they're trying to word police. So the point is, though, is that she got invited to his company, Vox. And the dude tried to grill her to make her feel bad for her final decision. She's like, you guys don't realize what you guys, and this is not exactly verbatim, but how she was trying to say it is there's a Pandora's box of censorship that they're pushing for, that once that opens, that affects even them, and they don't realize that. They want to silence only people that disagree with them, but that goes both ways. She said, well, if we do exactly what you want, then we would have to silence about 90% of rap music, because there's racial slurs in it. There's degrading of women in a lot of it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hate speech, all that stuff. And you can call it, oh, it's art. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's a stupid loophole. Then everybody could just sing a song of hatred and have it be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not art. Yeah, who's gonna look at it art? Like, maybe the guys who support it would think it's art.
If that's the case, then yeah.
Real talk though, that if done right by the right people with good intent, that would be extremely funny. Probably be blocked, but then like be on for like 30 minutes and then get cut down. So if that were to happen, like download it quickly, but that would be hysterical. But yeah,
kind of like that one video I got for they took down.
Oh yeah, that
baby,
video.
I'm a Jew. I'll just say it short, but yeah. That was a that was a good one, man. Too bad they took it down. It was so true though. But they saw that as hate speech. But like I said, if that's the case, by taking that down, they would have to take down rap music then. By you know what I mean? It's literally a double standard how rap music's still up, but that video is not. It really is. But we digress, everybody. We should maybe take some questions. Has anybody got any comments or anything from our team here, or any of you guys as viewers for the CEO, Susan and UMG to add to this?